Hello there guys, it's LazyBeast here. Now in this video we'll take a look at the Nightfall scenario, a complete overview for that, and then we'll get into the juicy part, which is all the rewards you can earn from the scenario itself. The Nightfall scenario is expected to be launching with the start of patch 11.1.5 for World of Warcraft whenever that comes around. Release date is not yet known. Now, there are two parts to this Nightfall shenanigans, the actual Nightfall event itself, and then there's a Sureki Incursions. So the Nightfall event, this begins near the Veneration Grounds in Hallowfall. You can see here on the map where this is. When you go there for the first time, do speak to the NPC quest giver Milton Wildbrawn. He will have some quests for you. One of them is to complete the Nightfall scenario and give you a satchel of rewards for that. And he should also have 3 other quests for you, which I believe to be daily quests, which are to complete 3 different incursions. So open up the map and hover over the icon to check when the next event is going to take place. On the PTR, these were every hour on the hour. It's may differ on live servers though. Now when the event begins, simply follow along with the objectives. It will be marked on the map and minimap where you currently need to be. And it's very similar to previous events we've seen in the past, for example the time rifts back in Dragonflight. The overall progress of the event is going to be shared with everybody else around you who are also taking part. However, a little difference this time, you will see a bar at the top of your screen which is all about your personal service award. Now only you can progress this bar. You get 3 different bags, again like we've seen in previous events like the Theatre Troop event in the Isle of Dawn, but of course everyone else can progress that for you, but that's not the case this time. So what you need to do is basically just take part in the event. You can either kill the mobs in the area or complete the objectives that are scattered around. You do want to aim to get the top tier bag before the event ends, as this is how you'll get a good portion of the awards, specifically the purple Arathi armor sets. Now more on the rewards shortly. Now the event itself is pretty simple, to be fair. There's quite a varied amount of different objectives to complete, so it shouldn't get boring that quickly. It's pretty simple, quite easy. I did do this solo quite a few times on the PTR to test it. And eventually what will happen is it will culminate in a final boss battle and then a period of downtime before the next one begins. So that's the Nightfall scenario itself, pretty straightforward. We've also then got the incursions. Now I believe these are going to be daily quests. They did reset quite often on the PTR, I believe, to allow us to test them more frequently. So you get 3 daily quests to complete. These will either send you somewhere in Hallowfall or down into Ashgahet. They basically involve you going to 3 different areas and driving back the Sureki forces. Some of these are very fast to complete. They're pretty simple. Again, you simply go down, kill the forces that are present within the given area, and just wreck all of this stuff. Just make sure they're having a bad day, and eventually you will complete the objective. When you complete one of the objectives, don't fly straight away to the next one. Just have a quick check on your map, as most of the time the turn-in for these quests is right next to where the objective actually is, at a small forward camp nearby wherever you currently are. It does vary though depending on the objective itself. So really that is an overview of what you have to do in this event. It's pretty simple overall, as you've just witnessed. So now we get to talk about the good stuff, the rewards. So what can we actually get from doing this? I will just quickly mention currencies. So for most of these rewards you will simply just spend resonance crystals, so they're still very relevant. Remember, these are warband transferable, but there's also a new currency. Don't worry, it's not complicated this time. It's just called the Radiant Emblems of Service. Now you get 1 of these per completion of the quest, The Flame Burns Eternal, which appears to be a weekly quest. It might be daily however, for completing the Nightfall scenario. So you don't get 1 of these every time you complete the scenario, so you can't farm this. I believe that's because the gear you can buy with this is actually decent gear. It says champion gear, I believe. So if you could get 1 of these every hour, you could very, very easily gear up an ult, which would be nice, but I don't believe that's how it will translate onto the live servers. Just a quick note, if you would like to look at a written article version of this guide, then please do head on over to the website lazybeastgaming.com for a written article over there. So, what can you buy for the Radiant Emblems of Service? Now, there are 2 separate vendors. These names are tricky. You've got Rayan Dawn Cavalier, I believe, and you've also got Vesper Churnmote. That one's easier to say. Now, Rayan is going to sell you champion gear in the white recolor of the Arathi armor sets. This is the reason we're all here, right? These are really, really nice sets. Now, the cost is 1 emblem per item, and you can see here the cloth, leather, mail, and plate sets. Now the other vendor, Vesper Churnmote, she is going to sell weapons, rings and necklaces. Now the weapons are of the purple tint of the Arathi appearance, and again it's one emblem per item here. So Vesper just sells the weapon colours, the purple ones. Now the actual armour recolours themselves, these come from a variety of places. You can get them from the last boss of the Nightfall scenario. You can also get them from the satchels when you get the epic bag for the personal service award during the Nightfall scenario, and you can get them from the incursion quest bags that you get from there as well. So getting the purple set is actually quite easy. It will take a little bit longer to get that completed white set as well. So, the Sureki Incursions. Now, with those, as I said, you get 3 daily quests to do these. They might end up being weekly, but I think they are daily. So, completing an incursion quest will get you a confiscated cultist's bag. Now, this can grant gear, including warbound gear, random grey items to vendor, but much more excitingly, a mount and cosmetics, including the Shadowbound leash that grants the Void Scarred Lynx mount. This is very cool, by the way, like it looks really nice when you run around. You can also get the other items such as the Sovereign Sureki emblem, which is a back piece, a cosmetic appearance. Now, I got this mount in one of the first bags I opened on the PTR. What are the chances of that? Now we have to get it again on live servers. It's probably going to take me hundreds of bags. Damn it. And then of course we cannot forget we've got the brand new faction, the Flames Radiance. So first of all, whenever you do the quick quests to unlock this, you will get given a tabard because you're basically recruited into the ranks of the Flames Radiance itself. So you'll instantly get yourself the Radiant Recruits tabard. As we gain renown levels, this is a dynamic thing. The tabard will actually improve its appearance. So secondly, you're going to get the Radiant Stalwarts tabard at renown level 5, and then when you eventually reach level 10 renown, which is the max renown for this faction, you will get the Sacred Templars tabard as well. So really nice looking tabard overall. At renown level 9, you will gain access to the Radiant Imperial Lynx mount, which costs 8,125 resonance crystals, another lovely mount that will go perfectly with the white Arathi armor set. There's also 2 new battle pets. You've got Mr. Mans, which is a void version of the little lynx pet, and you've got Swiftpaw, who's a little lynx with the white and black armor recolor as well. So again, tying off that white recolor perfectly. There are 3 toys for any toy enthusiast to collect. You've got the Arathi Entertainer's Flame. You've got the Flames Radiance banner, which I'm assuming will look like this banner at the side of the camp. And you've also got the Radiant Lynx Whistle. Now this is another one of those toys with mailbox functionality, so again could come in quite useful there if you are out on your travels and require a mailbox. There's even some new Delver's dirigible schematics available with some Hallowfall customization, so you get a new decal to go on the side, presumably, of the dirigible, and also another paint colour, the pale paint. Now I'm kind of hoping this is again a black and white version which matches with the white armour set. That would be very, very nice indeed. But we're yet to see how these actually look, so more on that in the written guide. I will update that with an image whenever we find one of these. There are also some shirts as well, so again just some of the cosmetics which are with the white and black theme again. I mean, they must know that we all love this recolor of the Arathi sets. There's 4 different types of shirts that you can buy from Lane Pontel, and these don't require any reputation or any other thing other than 500 resonance crystals each. So some shirts there if you feel the need for those. Now, one other thing worth mentioning is whenever you unlock the Flames Radiance faction, you will get yourself a nice world buff which is permanently active. Now this basically gives you a proc anytime you hit an enemy with anything. You can sometimes deal 54,000, which obviously will scale with your own stats, radiant damage, and you also take 5% less damage overall. The nice thing with this is, as you gain reputation with the Flames Radiance, this buff will sort of level up, so it gets more and more powerful the higher renown level you get. You've also got the Necklace of the Devout as well, which you can buy at renown level 10. This is going to be perfect for people that are farming any kind of world content in Khazalgar, or for more casual players, because this is going to give you the passive effect of increasing the Sacred Flames ward buff by 100%. And it is champion gear too, so upgradable to not a bad item level. Perfect for any alts that are leveling up doing any kind of world content. And that is pretty much that. Those are all the rewards I can currently find anyway that you can get from doing the Nightfall scenario and from the Flames Radiance faction. So what is your favourite? What are you going to be searching for or hunting down when 11.1.5 goes live? Do let me know in the comments. But other than that guys, that's the video done, so thank you very much for watching. I've been LaserBeast, and if you did enjoy this video, please do leave it a like and consider subscribing to the channel for more guides and content from me. I've been LaserBeast guys, have a great day, and I'll catch you next time. Cheers.